Right, an excellent coffee stop there. In the time that we were in having a coffee, another bunch of bikers have turned up. Look, the BMW boys are in town. Nice looking R9T. Right, onwards, because about a quarter of a mile up this road is something called Monet's Pond, and apparently it's that the very pond that Monet painted with the red bridge. Monet being the French impressionist, and I had no idea that he ever visited Japan, but apparently he certainly did. So we're going to go and have a quick look at that. After you, sir. Well, this is a rather nice valley on the way to Monet's garden. Many years ago we actually went to Monet's actual garden, his one that he owned in France, at a place called Giverny, just to the west of Paris, and there was us thinking that's where he painted the water lilies painted, but it turns out that's not the case. He visited Japan and he actually painted that painting here where we're going now, where there's a little red footbridge apparently. I don't think there's too much to actually see here, but hopefully we might get to see the bridge, so our Monet experience will be complete. Okay, so we've stopped where we think Monet's garden is. We're going to have a look at that in a minute, but there's more bikes here. Quite a few Harley Davidsons we've seen in Japan as well. I think that Honda is the one we saw at the previous stop, so maybe it's the same group, I don't know. Anyway, let's go and check out Monet's garden. So we're wandering up to where the famous water lily garden is, and I'll just show you a bit of a view here. So this is the opening, or the entrance to a temple, as it turns out. A few people up here taking photographs, which is probably exactly what we're going to do, but who knew it was in a spot like this. Incredibly clear water and some amazing koi carp. Lovely spot. Right, so just exiting the car park at the Monet water lilies pond, which I have to say I'm now in doubt about, because I don't think that is the pond that he painted the water lilies painting at. I think that was in Giverny in France. I think that's just a pond that happens to look a bit like it. Anyway, we'll leave that one to ponder. I'll do a bit more googling tonight to find out for sure, but that's my suspicion. If you know different, let me know in the comments below. Right, onwards to enjoy some of the scenery in the mountains as we head north in the prefecture. Right, just pulled over to change the SD card in my camera, and there's loads of bikes here. Check these all out. Look at these, some lovely bits of kit here. Lovely CB 1300, which seem quite popular here. We just don't see those at home. A Triumph Speedmaster, an old one. Not sure what that is. What have we got here? All sorts of cruisers. CB 400. Oh, the Honda Blackbird, lovely bike. That's in excellent nick as well. Look at that. It's a beauty. Carol likes that one. An R3 there, quite new. Another CB 1300. Seem very popular here, the big Hondas. Got S1000 XRs there. CBR 250 RR. Look at that. Don't think I've ever seen one of those before. Cool. obviously the place that the bike has come. And I can understand why. That road was brilliant. So we're in yet another tunnel, and it's like flipping Blackpool illuminations down here. We've passed by some amazing signs that I had no idea what they were saying, but just down here where there's clearly some roadworks, it's there's no mistaking there's something going on down here, is there? Alright, we're off. And that was perhaps the one time that we could have done with a man with a flag to let us know that it was time to go, because the green light with the arrow to go was actually a blue one, which was a bit confusing. Anyway, all good fun. Love these differences. Big tunnel, this one. Well, we've emerged from that rather long tunnel actually, which is about 3 miles long, out into this beautiful valley. Quite a narrow winding road, but lovely ride round here. I'm pleased to say the road has dried out now. It's only 15.5 degrees though, which for us is quite cold, but well, I say that, it feels great on the bike. It's just right. We're not absolutely cooking for a change. Yeah, Japan is way more mountainous than I expected. Beautiful place. So we're just coming into the area now that is the part of the trip that we were hoping to see some autumn leaf colour changes. But as you can see, it's still all quite green around here. And I think that's a couple of reasons. Number one, it's been quite warm. I just don't think it's been cold enough yet for leaves to change. And then also, as you can see, these trees are mostly conifers anyway, from what I can tell, you know, pine type trees. And of course, they don't shed leaves. You need deciduous trees for that. So yeah, I'm not holding out great hope on this particular run. We're going to see lots of autumn leaves, but you never know. Ducati Man, is it? Yeah, a new monster. Very nice. Nice place through here though. What a place to live, eh? A few of these leaves up to my right are looking a little bit browner, but yeah, got a way to go yet. Lovely valley though. We've passed a lot of motorcycles, so it's obviously a favourite biking route. A few trees up to my right again, looking good. I think we may have climbed a few meters in elevation. Feels a little bit colder. It's 16 degrees up here, which is actually perfect riding weather. Hello sir. It has been a corking ride through here, colourful trees or otherwise, nice sweeping bends, been a real treat. Now tonight where we're heading to is a town, the name of which temporarily escapes me, which is unusual. It's very old, and the whole town or village has been designated a World Heritage Site. And I think it's relatively touristy, people go there during the day, but not that many people stay there in hotels. So we've got quite a traditional hotel. We're back on futons tonight, and we're probably back with what to our taste might be some challenging food. We'll see. But that's where we're heading, so it's going to be interesting to see what that holds for us. Okay, now we're in amongst the trees. Check these out. Yeah, these are looking good. So we just stopped after the leavesy bit here for a quick toilet stop and coffee, and there's some amazing bikes down here. Look, this is obviously where everybody comes. Fantastic. Right, onwards. So we're back on track then towards our historic village that we're staying at. In fact, I think we're going to stop before then actually at an old town. Have a bit of a look around there. But got a few bikes behind me now, very popular biking route. Don't know if you could see them on the 360 camera. It's always good to meet like-minded people when you're on your travels. And yeah, we must have got higher because the temperature's dropped a bit and the trees ahead definitely looking like they're turning into their autumnal colours. Bit of sunshine on the leaves. Looks absolutely stunning. Very picturesque part, causing chaos amongst the people parking, and a lot of bikes here again as well. Wow, if it's like this now, imagine what it'd be like in a couple of weeks' time when it's at its peak. These reds are stunning. Wowza. Hello, sir. Hello. Ooh, hello. Ooh. Some of them wave with great vigorosity. Alright, well the weather's turned a bit Welsh on us now. So I think we're pretty much through the Valley of the Good Leaves, so we did that in the nick of time. We're going to head away down to this World Heritage Village, find our hotel. So we're heading our way back to the hotel now. I've turned the camera on in this tunnel because there's been a lot of tunnels on this trip back. In fact, for the last 15-20 minutes we've done more tunnels than we have out of tunnel. This particular one, at the start of every tunnel they tell you how long they are. This one is 11.7 kilometres long. That's a pretty long tunnel, isn't it? So about 8-9 miles long. The good thing is it's nice and warm down here, so it's a bit of a respite. We're getting a bit cold in that rainy weather down here. It's toasty. Anyway, we'll be at the hotel soon once we got through this tunnel. Alrighty, we've made it to the hotel. Well, I'm standing on the veranda of the hotel. Let me show you the room. We'll do the room tour. Here it is. Here's the room. You don't get much more a genuine traditional Japanese than that, do you? Let me just slide the door shut because it's a little bit cold. That one there. That's it. Right, okay. So, would you like to do the room tour, Carol? Well, that's it, really.
Okay, eating area.
We're also going to eat
our
supper here, apparently.
And somewhere behind here will be our futon, and that's our bed area.
Yeah, and also this is our comfy sit down after a hard day on the bike area. And I'm just wondering where the bar is, but I think I might be out of luck on that one. I'm just guessing. Anyway, let me just show you quickly around the facilities of the hotel. Here we go. Which way was it? This way? Was it this way? It was this way, wasn't it?
Bathroom is this way.
Was it? That way?
No, that's Wiz's.
Yeah,
it's that
okay.
way.
Right, okay. It's quite easy to get lost in these places. Here we go. Check this out down here. So there's the loo facilities. A little what's it area. And yeah, and the shower down here. That's a bit dark, so you can't see much. I'll get that. There's some lights here. There we go. Bingo. Oh, bath area, shower area. A little bit unusual, but anyway, let's go and settle down because I'm absolutely whacked. We're going to have a night here, and yeah, we'll see you in the morning. I don't think we'll be doing much more filming here because we're shattered. Well, good morning, folks. It's the next morning. We've woken up bright and early. Well, in fact, we were woken up by some gong type noises outside about 5:30, but it's just as well because we had an early breakfast, and it turns out today there's a special event happening. Apparently once a year the local fire service test all the fire hydrants to make sure they're working, and it's a bit of a big deal. So apparently that kicks off at 8 o'clock. It's 7:45 now. We're going to go and see if we can see some fire hydrants squirting. Just before we do the fire hydrant thing, I thought I'd show you the level of insulation. Bearing in mind it's almost November, it's a pretty cold day. Check out the insulation you have here. Here we go, here's the door, look, no locks or anything. There's the great outdoors. So basically the wall is literally paper thin. So yeah, thank goodness we had very thick duvets last night, is all I can say. It's taters in here. Now don't be alarmed, that sound of the air raid siren actually means that the fire hydrant's going off. I don't know if you can see them, but look, there's great spouts everywhere.
This is the cafe.
This is the annual test. How cool is that? Well, it's not something you see every day, is it, Wes?
Yeah, this is the annual fire hydrant test.
Hey, it looks like they're working, doesn't it? The good news is
Most of them
they're
seem to
working
be
fine.
At least all the working ones we can identify.
Isn't that wild?
They have a lot more of them than I thought.
Oh, yeah.
How many fire hydrants does one town need?
This one needs a lot.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Mind you, all the buildings are made of combustible material, so it does kind of make sense. It's drawn the crowds out. Check this out. Second blast of the air raid siren means the hydrants are about to go off. And there they go. So before we get on the bikes today, and now the fire hydrant test is over, we're going to have a little walk around the village, which is a World Heritage Site, isn't it, Wes?
It is. This is called Shiragago.
Hang on. How'd you spell that?
Oh boy.
Don't worry about
Phonetic. Shirakawago.
it.
Shirakawago.
What he said.
All right.
Right. Anyway.
So, first of all, let's scan around.
Yep.
The oldest houses in this area are about 300 years old. The one that we stayed in, which is right up the hill there, that's about 150 years old.
Yep.
Now, a little bit about the history of this area. First of all, the roofs are built with this
High pitch, aren't they?
with high pitch
And
because
thatched.
there's a heavy amount of snow.
Yep.
We're deep in the mountains here, and actually to get here we crossed through about 24 kilometers of tunnels.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's about 2 tunnels.
and there are quite high mountains all around the area. Now, it's been really difficult to bring in new residents into this area. The first thing is that if you're a homeowner, you need to replace that roof quite a few times.
Hello, is that an earthquake warning? Or more hydrant action? Carry on, we'll ignore.
Right. So the siren in the background is oh, it looks
Oh,
like
we're off
they're
again.
Turning on a couple
The second
more hoses.
test.
What we're doing is once a year, and this isn't just this neighborhood, it's most neighborhoods all around Japan. The volunteer fire department tests to make sure that the hydrants are working. And the reason why is that the most house fires are during the winter time. A lot of the Japanese houses are built out of highly flammable material like wood and paper. And a lot of the Japanese houses heat with kerosene stoves.
Not that wise, really, when you think about it. However, you've got to build with what materials are available, haven't you?
Exactly. So first responders will always be the local volunteer fire department residents.
Cool. And they're the ones controlling the hydrants now, presumably.
That's what they're doing. So there's a person, a volunteer firefighter, who's a
hydrant,
local
yeah.
resident
Yeah.
at each of the hydrants, and they just turn the nozzle on.
Excellent. Well, it makes for a pretty impressive display. Right, we're going to have a look around the village anyway. Well, fire hydrant fun notwithstanding, what a beautiful spot, eh? Wes loves a bit of limelight. He's being interviewed by the local TV. Right, back on the bike for another day's riding. We're going to head on today to the northern Japanese Alps. So it's a high altitude day. Hopefully the weather will be kind to us, so we get to see some of it. Well, what a fun place that was to stay the night. We were very lucky to stay there because that was one of those hotels, as you may have gathered, that's very, very Japanese, and they don't like to take people that only speak English because they won't be able to provide the service required. So we were lucky that we were with Wes and were able to experience that proper, authentic night in this amazing village. And it does get very busy during the day with tourists, so we're lucky. We're leaving, it's 10 to 9 now. We're leaving before the first tourist bus gets in, so good timing. I think I'm going to turn the old heated seat and grips on today though. It's a bit chilly, it's 9 degrees at the moment. coldest we've had it. Mrs. Fly's got her seat on, I see. Very wise. Yeah, already starting to get a few tourists building now. A couple of guys that were staying at our hotel. Turns out they were Missenden Fly viewers, which is quite hilarious. You come to the other side of the world and somebody recognised you. What is going on? Oh, hello. Here come the fire department. Nice one. Right, I think we've got a couple of hour ride before our first stop, so we're going to settle into the day. Speak to you anon.